Hey, what's up, everybody? Keith McGinnis, KCDC Designs. Here we're just applying Stone Coat's Ultimate Top Coat matte finish. I have other videos that I show the entire process. What you'll see I'm doing here real quick is I'm taking the 6-inch mini roller and going around and getting the edges first. And that's getting the top edge, the bottom edge, and then also the drop edge. I like using the 6-inch mini because the 9-inch roller really puts a lot of material on there. You can see I'm really loading up that 9-inch roller. I'm not rolling any of it off, and I'm not starting at an end because one of my biggest goals is to make sure that I have that ultimate top coat very uniformly applied throughout the whole entire surface. And that's basically what I'm doing here, is getting UTC on the surface. And another thing that's important too is I want to make sure that I'm not leaving any feathered edges. I'm not leaving any areas with a very light amount of product because it does set up very quickly. Notice how I put that second batch, I guess, if you will, when I loaded up the roller a little bit left of center. And now I'm kind of blending all of that together. Again, with the goal of getting a uniform amount of product on the surface. And again, probably the number one call that I get, the problem that people have is the roller marks once it dries out, that they can see how they rolled the material on the surface. And typically, if not 95% of the time, it's because of not having enough material on the surface. Because remember, we're going to dry roll this, and there's got to be enough material on the surface for that dry roller to actually do what it's supposed to do, and that's to pick up just a little bit of material while it's giving its last final smooth over. So now that I have all the product that I want on the surface, now I'm going to make sure that I have the whole entire thing covered front to back. Don't leave any areas uncovered. And then once I get everything fully covered, then I'm going to go do one last final back roll with the wet roller, and that's to take out any heavy lap lines, any heavy roller marks. And then Roger, who's my helper, and everyone should have a Roger, Roger is my dry roller. So as soon as I back roll one last time, then he's going to follow right behind me to do the dry rolling. So that's what I'm doing now. Remember, that heavy edge of that roller should always be on the leading edge. Excuse me. So now what I'm doing, very lightly, no pressure whatsoever, is I'm bringing that roller across in one continuous pull, I guess, if you will. And you can see how it's really starting to even all of that out. I'm making Roger's job as easy as I possibly can. I'm getting rid of any heavy lap lines. I'm getting rid of any heavy roller marks. And I'm going to try to get that just as smooth as I possibly can. And then all he has to do is take that dry roller over the top of the surface very, very lightly, no pressure. And then at the end of this video, well, at the end of the application process, I'm going to show you a time lapse of, it's about 25 minutes, shortened down into about 23 seconds. Leave me some comments and let me know what kind of struggles you guys are having, or if things are working out well for you, or if there's anything in here that you see that helps, or if there's something that you do that's different that has given you some really, really good results. Now that, yeah, that's a good point. We're only 3 minutes and 30 seconds up to this point, and this is 44 square feet. So although we only have a 15-minute working time, you'd be surprised that it doesn't take that long to completely cover the surface. So I guess what I was going to say is the points of making sure you have enough product on the surface, not too much, and make sure that there's enough there so that the dry roller actually has something to do. And again, that's what Roger's doing. Very light, no pressure whatsoever. That's all he's got to do is come across. And again, that's that important part of, for me anyway, of back rolling one last time with a wet roller to get it as smooth and uniform as I possibly can. And then for dry rolling, that's all you got to do. And just come across it once. Don't go back and forth. Don't over dry roll it, or you will end up with what's called lift. Lift is if you're over dry rolling, as that roller comes across, it's lifting the product up. It's not settling back down, and you're going to end up, it's going to feel like 60 grit sandpaper. It's going to feel really, really rough with a lot of little spikes. So like I said, we were about 3 minutes and 30 seconds in. I think here we're probably going on, we are just under 5 minutes. Roger's just about done with the dry rolling. And so 44 square feet in less than 10 minutes, we're going to have this whole entire thing covered. And we'll be able to just, when he's done, be able to turn off lights and walk away. But I want you to see the time lapse. And I want you to see how it looks kind of milky white right now. And again, over that, I believe it was a 23, 24 minute period of time, how it dries out and dries out perfectly clear. And then after that, I do a walk around because I want you to be able to see that you're not able to see any roller marks, any lap lines, and it really, really turned out nice. Roger's making his last pass, and now let's go on to the time lapse. In case you didn't notice, I was going around with the 6-inch mini roller and dry rolling the edges while Roger was finishing up. See how it went from milky white to a wet look, and you can see on the front where you've got that glare, how that's starting to dry out. Now it's getting kind of that hazy look, and then it just completely dries clear. If I had too much product on there, it would actually still look a little bit of milky white. Now we'll just do a walk around all the way around again, because I want you to be able to see. This was, I believe, 3 hours later that I did a walk around right here with the camera, just to be able to see that you cannot see any roller marks or any lap lines, and it really, really turned out nice. I've had really, really good success with Stone Coat's Ultimate Top Coat. To me, it's a great product. Once you get it down and you learn how to apply it properly, it's going to work out for you every time. Again, I really like it. It's just a matter of really understanding, I guess, the product, and that's part of what we do in our hands-on training classes, is teaching that Ultimate Top Coat and trying to get people over that hump of any problems they might be having with it. As we're walking around here, you can see, and I wanted to show you with the different angles going all the way around, that you're not able to see any lap lines or any roller marks. Again, this was about 3 hours after application. So, again, it's been a great product. Please leave me some comments if you guys have any questions, any comments, anything that's helped. I appreciate it. And check out my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And again, I appreciate any comments. Thanks, everybody. Once again, Keith McGinnis with KCDC Designs.